Go through.
We live right now.
All right, we're live, Smoochie. I gotta go.
You might have to copy and paste it for her, though.
I'll copy paste again. Okay. All right. Look for it. I'll be right there. Love you, Smooch.
Yeah, go ahead and do it now, so that you know what I mean.
Yeah. You said the new one, or just use the same link, right?
Do the new one.
You sent the new one?
We live right now. You could go there and do it now.
Oh, okay.
Or you can that's the old one to do it too.
Okay. We're live. Let's go.
Let's do it. We in the mix. We in the mix. We are in the mix. Chop Cheese TV, the McKenzie Report, Monday Night Football. Are you ready for some football?
Woo!
Listen, man. We in the mix. I am the merciful. And I got my big man, big brother on the side of me, man. Undeniable, man. Undeniable, man. Tell her what we doing, big fella.
Well, we're gonna go over these things, man. It's been crazy day. This halftime is Packers doing better than they did last week, but they're still down. The Lions are leading 17-14. And let's go through yesterday's action as well.
Oh my goodness,
man. Are you ready for some football?
Listen,
they say this year is supposed to be the best NFL season ever, and right off the first 2 weeks, even the Thursday Giants game, God forbid. I mean,
oh man,
that was even thing. But where's the defense? I mean, we're talking 59 points. The Titans game was 66 points, 63. Last night's game, another 70 points. Where's the defense? What's going on?
Out gunning.
Yeah, we back in the 70s, man, where whoever gets the ball last wins. This is the way it is, but it's great. I mean, like they say, offense sells tickets, defense wins championships. We're definitely selling tickets this year because that was some crazy points all year, all Sunday evening. Great games.
Listen, man, let me tell you something, man. Giants game had me stressed out. I wanted to shoot Daniels in the foot, but he came out.
No. I will not let anybody blame it on Daniel Jones this time, man. No.
He was the truth. It wasn't him.
He showed up. Darius Slayton in the end zone. I don't care how big your TV was. There was nobody else on the screen but Darius Slayton.
Dropped that ball.
And he dropped. There was nothing else. You got one job. Catch balls.
He should have never dropped it.
No excuse whatsoever. Then it was the Daniel Jones run that he got the touchdown, but the ref found some kind of holding on the receiver. I was like, even Troy Aikman was like, is that a holding penalty? Really? What are you talking about? That's 8 points right there. They had to settle for field goals. Luckily, Graham Gano was kicking from anywhere and everywhere, and we, got the field goals out of the thing, but that's 8 points right there. We could have had that game, man. It was
Giants had that game all the way around the board. Giants had that game.
Yeah, Anyway. The game of the day's got to be, you got to give it credit. Back in the day, some people are just making up incredible things. Derek Carr and the Raiders are 2-0. Let me repeat that. Derek Carr and the Raiders are 2-0. Nobody thought that. That's one of the biggest surprises. Nobody expected that. They went down, took on the Ravens, beat them in the last minute of the game, took on the Steelers, held them in check, and won that game as well. They went into Pittsburgh and just pretty much Carr almost threw for 400 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Oh, that's
just back in the day.
Look like an amateur.
Oh, Roethlisberger, I think I hate to say it, but, he came in with Manning and he came in with Rivers, and we both know both of them don't play anymore. So that's a sign right there. I don't think he can take too many hits. One time he took a hit straight to the chin.
Too much of no kind of hits.
Yeah, and it took him a minute to get up. So I think he's gone. So we really have to watch out for that one for sure. But the great game, and the Raiders are all 2-0. But but my man Derrick Henry was back. So talk about the 70s. Derrick Henry, Earl
He's
Campbell.
a monster.
Oh my goodness! Is there a difference? They were down 14 points in the third quarter, and then Derrick Henry just went off. Got 3 touchdowns in freaking the second half. Ended up with 187 yards. Tied up the game. Forced overtime. And then in overtime, they couldn't stop him. So he's just moving the ball all the way up, set it up for Ryan Bullock to hit that field goal. Done. The Titans are back. That's what it is. That's the way it should be. Great for them. And I think that's great. Even Ryan Tannehill has sprayed about 347. Again, where's the defense? I have no idea. The Seahawks were supposed to be the top line defense, but 33, they pinned 33 on. It was ridiculous.
The Seahawks, I really thought they had it. I thought they had the game in the bag.
Yeah.
But let me tell you something. You can't stop that dude, man.
Nah. I mean, well, Chandler Jones did last week. He did a hell of a job, but nobody else can stop him. So that's kind of wild.
That guy, man. That guy there is inhuman.
Yeah, he definitely is, man. Then it's just a lot of great performances. Also, you can't leave out the Dallas defense. Big surprise. Dallas has a defense. There is a D in Dallas, and it's not just for Dallas. Defense.
America's team.
Who told you that? Dan Quinn took over. They went light. They spent like 6 draft picks, the first 6 draft picks, straight to defense, and all of a sudden, here we are. What? They held Justin, and Justin Herbert doesn't get hit. Justin Herbert doesn't, is never under 300 yards. They did both of them. They knocked them around. Micah Parsons, who the Giants could have had in the draft, but didn't draft. Hey, hi, David Gettleman. Just want to say hi to you. He had more pressure on Justin Herbert than all the defensive line of the Giants did on Thursday night. So right there should show you. So that was pretty fun then to watch. And then to come down to it, they got the tandem now. Not only got Ezekiel Elliott in the backfield, they got Tony Pollard, which is damn in my daggone fantasy football picks. And I'm
he was going to work.
Well, I'm like, why? And I'm even calling all the Dallas Nation. I'm like, well, how come Zeke can't run the same plays? Is Pollard faster? What's going on? But it was like, whatever.
I don't think Zeke is as fluid as that dude, man.
No, he is fast. They won him on a jet sweep. They had beat Zeke in the backfield. They faked to him, gave it to Pollard on a jet sweep, and he ran right into the end zone. I mean, he must be clearly faster than Zeke. Zeke's probably just between the tackles, and Pollard's on the outside tackles. It's a great tandem to have, but it's definitely messing up my fantasy points. I really don't care for that. I really don't. Got to give a shout out to the Carolina Panthers, 2-0. My daughter called me almost immediately.
Came strong.
Yes. I mean, Saints ran up the score against the Packers, but now they face the real defense, I guess. And then all of a sudden, boom. Teddy Bridgewater was not the same Teddy Bridgewater threw for 5 touchdowns in week 1. He just got harassed all day, sacked about 4 times, intercepted twice, and the defense just really stood their ground against them. And that was ball game, really.
Right.
What's his name didn't have to really even, he just managed the game pretty much. And Christian McCaffrey's back, so he was catching and running. So we're back to where we belong. Great defense. Shout out to Matt Rule from Temple University. Woo. So they're getting it done, and they look exactly like he was running in Temple. The blitz screens, definitely blitzing the corners, blitzing the secondary coming up, and then keeping everybody occupied. And next thing you know, sack. And, I might give a sly. I mean, they had 6 offensive coordinators with COVID. Granted, why he got 6 offensive coordinators, I have no idea, but clearly you can see the difference between last week's performance offensively and this week's performance of the Saints. So I was like, who drew who? After week 1, you were like, Drew who? Drew Brees is gone. And we got Jameis Winston doing his thing. But next thing you know, Jameis just couldn't figure it out last week. So But the game of all games was Lamar Jackson last night. Lamar finally did it.
Games.
Yes,
Listen,
yes. He came off and did it.
I had my
redemption in the same game. Only he and but a handful of quarterbacks could mess up so badly in the first quarter and still win the game, especially against Pat Mahomes. He threw an interception. His first pass was a pick six. I mean, he was just messing up all over the place, and then he just settled down. But if you notice the game, is it Friday night football or Sunday night football? Because he's playing just like he was back in high school. He's just playing, like, you know what, just potch the hole. I'll find the hole myself. He ran for about 100 plus, and that 2 touchdowns went crazy. Of course, the one he flipped into the end zone, that shows you how bad Kansas City's defense is. And if you don't have the ball, you can't score. So what he did on 4th and 1, he said, hey, you want to go for it? And he said, hell yeah, I want to go for it. And he ran, it was 4th and 1. I think he got 6 yards right up the middle and just ran the clock, kept Mahomes off the field. Because give Pat Mahomes 45 seconds and 3 timeouts, he's going to do something with that, especially with Tyreek Hill. What they did also, they locked up Tyreek Hill very, very well. Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce.
Doubling up, they double up like crazy with him.
Right. And Mahomes ended up throwing to like 9 different people, but at the same time, you know, he made sure that, you know, hey, we're going to stop Tyreek Hill and we're going to stop Travis Kelce from winning this game. And they totally took them out of focus. But, you know, lo and behold, they still had a chance. But, you know, Claire Edwards, he just I don't know, he just fumbled that ball. He just
last week.
It was not. They showed the replay. The guy, the defender, he did get a swipe at it, but it was like this 4th quarter. You got to hold on to that ball much longer than that, or harder than that. But he just put it right on the floor. The Ravens took it and just ran it out, ran it down the block, and just boom, done.
Last week, the Ravens, the end of the game, all I was saying was they need to let this young boy loose. Let him loose. Stop boxing him in. Let him loose. They must have heard us. They must have heard Football Nation. This game, they let that boy loose.
And I told you last week, I think we were talking about it last week, that he got the mobile quarterback and the offensive coordinator kind of trying to keep him in the pocket, make him a pocket passer. But clearly, you see a difference in the style from last week to this week. They let him loose, let him do what he wanted to do. He's finding receivers wide open. Everybody's rushing to him because they think he's going to run. He's finding people, he's getting people open because of this fact that he can run so well. And he's running right off. One was a jump pass. He wasn't even touching the floor. He jumped in the air, threw a touchdown straight down the middle of the field. I mean, he's back. Hopefully he's back. He's Mr. Excitement. I love Michael Vick back in the day, but this guy even broke Michael Vick's record as far as getting to 3,000 faster than Mike Vick. That's unheard of.
Mahomes, when he threw that last interception at the end, hey, I don't know why he didn't hold the ball. It was for him to go down with the ball.
Yeah,
he threw that ball and it really messed things up. And then right after that fumble, They could have came back. If the dude didn't fumble, they was going to win the game. If the dude didn't fumble that ball, they were definitely going to win the game.
Yeah, definitely. Mahomes got his first interception in September ever. So I thought I think he thought he had Kelce open.
Right.
But the way he was falling down, he couldn't get to it, so he overthrew him and then went right into the secondary's hands, and then that was it after that. Yeah, that was it. But, you know, shout out to Lamar Jackson. I mean, he's been trying to beat Mahomes. He's tired of having on the monkey on his back all the time. I was talking to my boy Derek Mays throughout the whole at the end of the game, and we can't call it a rivalry if they keep losing, right? If they losing 4-0, is it a rivalry, really? But finally, you know, got that monkey off his back. So let's see what they could do next week and continue.
I think they see each other again.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, this is going to be the Manning Brady of 2000s, right? That every generation got some quarterback meeting up somehow, some way. This is the next generation that they're trying to set up for it. So good thing, great styles, different people and stuff. But good scheme on the Ravens to really, settle down and make sure that Kelsey and the wide receiver just was knocked out of the game for sure.
So right now we got 17-14. The Lions is beating Green Bay. We back, third quarter has just started. I don't know where this go because Aaron Rodgers, I don't know what you're doing. I don't guess you really don't want to be there. You should just pack it up and go sit down and let somebody else play that want to play.
He's not even going to be here next year anywhere. So why are we even playing him, to be honest with you?
Exactly.
Like they say, you reap what you sow. I mean, again, after all that summer drama, I'm not really keen for running routes for this guy. Or am I blocking for this guy? All that bad mouth you gave me, now you're prima donna. You can't come to camp and sweat it out with the rest of us. It's all about you. And here you go. Fine. You got more than 3 points that you scored last week. You got 14 points. But the Lions are giving you trouble. The Lions are supposed to be a walking mat in your thing every freaking time you play them. But they're playing out their minds, and, good for them. And in Lambeau Field, by the way. It's at home. So he's going to get booed immensely if he doesn't win this game.
We're going to get back to the game. We'll see y'all with some more information. Monday Night Football is in effect. We're in effect.
Definitely.
McKenzie Report, we're going to give you full rundowns. Make sure y'all check it. The McKenzie Report, please check it when you want to get that information.
Right.
On football.
Yeah. Shout out to Edward Stewart, the third producer of the show. We really appreciate it.
This is it. Monday Night Football, Chop Cheese TV. You can get us on Facebook. You get us on YouTube. Check us out. We'll see us again later on this week. Listen, man, we in the mix, man. Football is
back. Yes, indeed. Thank you.
Y'all be good, man. And again, check the McKenzie Report. When you want your updates, you want your scores, you want your rundowns, it's there.
We got it there. Just send an invite or whatever. Check it out. And just if you want to be a part of the group, just go ahead and send me an invite. No problem at all. It's all about football. For the love of football.
Let's do it.
All right. Everybody have a good night.
Easy.